Yo, what's going on, everybody? Gray here. We are back. It's day number 245, I think, if I'm not mistaken, of the free-to-play account in Marvel Future Fight. I hope you're all doing spectacular today, this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at on this planet, if you are on this planet. We got a pretty cool stream lined up today, guys. Got some fun stuff to talk about. Nothing crazy really to do, but some cool kind of like ideas and stuff about the account to talk about. And we also get to do 4 World Boss Legend Plus clears today for the first time ever. So excited about that. We got Scarlet Witch into World Boss Legend Plus, man. But before we get into any of that, what's going on, Peter? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Hamale, what's going on, dude? Thanks for being here. I know, as always, thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate you being here. Sun Wukong, what's going on, homie? Thanks for being here. Goated's chilling. Nice, easy list today. What's up, everybody? Appreciate y'all being here. Let's go ahead and jump into this thing, man. Let's go get some free rewards. I believe I collected these this morning. I've been up for a bit. Man, we had the most beautiful night last night. I did manage to get out to my special spot. I did record a video for the members, which I'm hoping to post. It'll be up before tomorrow's live stream, so watch out for that. I posted a little screenshot in the members section of the Discord for you guys. Screenshot, a picture of where we went. Man, we just had like a magical night, at the risk of sounding dorky. It was so cool. It was empty. The weather was insanely beautiful. There's this like road that runs along part of the coast where I'm at, right? And it washed out really bad. Like the whole road just boom, landslid out. And it had been out of commission for years. And you had to drive around, like way around to get to this one little like special spot, which is interesting because it also made it more like hidden, like more of a hidey hole. But they actually fixed all that. And we actually took that route home for the first time. And holy man, I'll share some more of the pictures I took along the way. It was so gorgeous, and I'm on the west coast of the United States, some of you know that. And so we watched the sunset over the ocean. Holy guys. The video is a little bit guerrilla, but man, I'm excited to share it with you guys. So members, look forward to that. It's coming at you. And then today I do have some extra time, and I'm actually going to be working on a guide video today. So hopefully we'll have another guide video coming to you guys soon. Promises, right? All right, let's keep rolling here into the Alliance. I'm genuinely excited, though. We had such a good time last night, and I got so tired. I came home. I think I fell asleep at like 9 o'clock or something like that on the couch. All right, let's do our donation. What's going on, Johnny? How are you, brother? What up, Moon? How you doing, homie? Sharon, what's going on, brother? Sanji, what's happening? What up, Just Mike? What up, llamas? What's going on, bro? What up, Ghost Freak? I hope you're all doing fantastic. Thanks for coming and hanging out today for this most auspicious of live streams. Let's grab some more BAM, because you know we need BAM, man. Pretty urgently we need BAM. Can we spend any of this out? We've got a lot of gear up kits, but I kind of want to go for the Marvels, man, and get them done. And we can do that with tickets. But there's also the fact that we don't get 6-star rank up tickets anymore, which is so weird. I'm thinking about doing like a monthly like DearNet Marble video where we actually talk about like improvements and suggestions like that they need to bring to the game. And some of it's simple stuff like that. They just need to like, they took away the 6-star rank up ticket and gave us instead, and this was a while ago, by the way, that this happened. I believe, and I could be wrong, it was so long ago, but I believe when the first Future Pass first started, this became our 6-star rank up ticket. It wasn't a mega rank up ticket, it was a regular rank up ticket. So you'd get a series that you could run. If you could find a 2, 3, 4 in like from boost points or whatever, you could take a character and instead of using a mega rank up ticket, you could just go, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But now we're getting the 5 from a bonus mission every month. But we're not getting the 6 anymore because they didn't replace it anywhere, which is whatever, I guess. But like for the Marvels, we're going to have to at least take that last 5 to 6-star rank up through biometrics. So at some point, I got to craft up some of their biometrics or use 6-star mega rank up tickets for the Marvels. And where I'm at, I don't think, or did I say Ultimates, not the Marvels. I'm sorry, the Ultimates. I don't know how many times I said the Marvels. The Ultimates, which is like Blue Marvel, Ant-Man, and Sam Alexander Nova. And at some point, I do want to get them built up, but it's a bit of a weird thing. Nice, some Soul of the Faltine from the emblems today. Very nice. We got Carbonadium the other day, too. And I think Life Seed like a couple days before that. Very, very nice. All right, let's check in with the inbox here. I don't think there's anything crazy going on, man. Oh, this is from, I wasn't expecting this today. I wasn't paying attention, yo. We got an OB from the check-in, just from like the monthly check-in today. So we'll go ahead and open that. Why not? See what we got. We're going to be creeping up on another super stream here soon. I'll try and pay attention. Like I was saying, it's either going to be Black Friday or 3K subs, whichever we hit first. And so we will see when that happens. But man, we're climbing steady with the subs, so might be sooner than Black Friday. Nice, another 3-star artifact. What do we got here? His attack crit rate, not bad at all. Do want to know what that is. I can't believe I'm doing this, but you guys convinced me. You guys have convinced me. Let's go check. I'm checking all my 3-star artifacts I get. I am looking for 1 reduced pierce damage 3-star artifact for 1 character. Hey, Belzino, thanks so much for the membership, brother. Appreciate that. Welcome to Legendary, my friend. Thank you, thank you. All right. Let's just dismantle these, man. Why not? Get rid of them. INL convinced me to put reduced pierce damage on Sentry. We don't know when we're going to get his artifact. It is 75 essence, and sure, one time, it doesn't really make a difference. In fact, several times it doesn't make a difference. It's more of a principle thing for me. But with Sentry, I want to juice him as much as we can. Juicy, juicy, juicy. We got to get this guy, juicy. So I want to get him an artifact, and we don't know when we're going to get his artifact. So we might as well get him the reduced pierce damage from a 3-star artifact. I am going to be a weirdo, though. I have an exclusive one I could use, a Spider-Woman artifact that's got the reduced pierce damage, but whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not be ridiculous now. What's old Spider-Woman going to use? You know what I mean? I don't have Spider-Woman. What's she going to use if I ever did have her? All right, anyways, I think we got our inbox pretty much done here. I should grab these real quick. These do have a tendency to expire since they're just 24 hours. Let's make sure we're not getting too close on anything else here. Yeah, it looks just like 4 days on the bios. We'll grab... I don't know why I put this off at this point. There's no real reason to wait on these, but I do anyways. And let's jump into our events, man. Hey, what up, Ash? What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. TR Knowles, what's going on, dude? Lapping reduced pierce for PvP and boss damage for PvE aren't bad ideas. I'm not so fond of the boss damage for PvE just because as a free-to-play man, I am so desperate for essence. It really is a thing for me where every 25 essence counts. For PvP, I think you could make a good argument that taking 1 reduced pierce damage artifact for each main PvP damage dealer you have that does not have an artifact makes a lot of sense. I don't think that's crazy talk, man. Congrats on the Dazzler bios, man. I know. I'm just being silly, bro. I'm just being funny, man. We could use it. Hey, Frosty, what's going on, dude? Hey, thanks for the birthday wish, man. Appreciate it. No worries, dude. We basically just got rinsed for our birthday, so it wasn't even... You didn't miss much. Had a pretty good time, though. All right, let's keep moving. I'm getting lost in the sauce. We got our inventory. No team-up collections. Nothing to do there. Sure. That's where we're going next. Thanks for the invite, Curry. Appreciate it. Also, what up, Curry, if you're in here? I thought I saw you. Yeah, I did. What's going on, man? And no problem. Happy to open the rifts. I do it every time I can. I don't let them save up. I mean, I do, sort of. I want to make sure I have enough for Saturday, but after that, I just rock and roll. Hey, nice, guys. That's a whole live stream crew right there. Nice. Yeah, right. That's what I was literally just thinking, Curry. I was like, are we just going to be reloading blue stacks? Maybe. What up, DND Judy? What's going on? Thanks for coming and hanging out. Get in there. 3, 1, 5. Man, I was good little talk yesterday that we had about Alliance Battle. That was nice, talking about tier 4 skill, maximizing and stuff, the things like I need to work on. Good for me, and hopefully good for someone else. Good to think about that kind of stuff. Like, even if it's not perfect, and if I could at least just start using it sooner, so at least the buff applies to my main damage skill, that would be great. Hut. Does anyone else feel like Hulk says "hut" every time he does his tier 3 skill? I do. I hear the sound effect every time. Hut. Hey, nice, man. Yeah, the RNG is brutal, bro. Brutal. I'm actually getting to the point, dude, where I was thinking about just saving my P cards till Black Friday for the discount. We might as well save 50 crystals. It's such a stingy biznatch anyways. Thanks for the carry, guys. Thank you, thank you. Hut! It's so stingy anyways, I might as well save the 25, you know, whatever it is, like 20 crystals or whatever that you save by doing it on discount. It's a tough call, though, because, like, you really want that progress on the cards as soon as you can get it. If we can lock in more pierce damage, it'd be nice for our account. So it's a tough call between saving a little bit of crystals and, like, yeah, there's INL said he'd save for a discount, too. It's something I've been thinking about lately. It's tough with the live streams because we, like, at a point, some of it is for entertainment. We got to kind of, like, do things to keep this fun. I do think about it, you know what I mean? I do try to make sure we've got something going on. So it's hard to, like, save everything, you know what I mean? Otherwise I would. Otherwise I probably would hoard and save a lot more than I do. I don't know what I was trying to do here. Oh, I think I was looking for Yondu. That's what I was doing. Where's that bum? There he is. Come here, you. There you go. Let's do one more run here real quick. Right, Quag. Man, everybody's online. Nice, nice. And I'm going to make a post about this to everyone in the Discord. I'll at everybody. But there's a couple, like, nuances with the Discord. When you join, make sure, I got to remind people to make sure to grab the Marvel Future Fight roll so you can see all the channels and everything. And then also, if you are a member on YouTube, you can link your YouTube very easily to your Discord, and it will automatically give you member privileges inside the Discord. It's not much, but there's a little members only channel that I'm going to try to start posting more like pictures and stuff in for you guys. So there's some reason, you know, in the Discord to be a member. And it does give you a little tag, I believe, or something like that. But I just want to remind people that that's a thing because, yeah, there's some member privileges in Discord that you get by linking your YouTube. It does it automatically. It's really nice. It can, like, tell that you're a member on YouTube and gives you the privileges. Maximum effort. Man, my phone is going off this morning. What is up? Look at us all being bad using that buff right before the phase change. Nice. Heck yeah, talk about min-maxing. GBR. Oh boy, oh boy. You can do it, BlueStacks. Woo! Somebody was cooking. Mephisto? Was that you? No, that was Antonio. I didn't even see you joined with your storm, bro. What's up, Antonio? Nice. Stupid type enhancement, man. Yeah, I've heard of that too. I know. I don't know if I could live that life, even as a even as a free-to-play main. I'm not sure that I could live that life, bro. Yeah, it did work. I got my camera angled down a little bit more so I could see more of my crazy hands. Crazy hands. Good, good. This camera's a little hard to position on my monitor. It just won't quite go where I need it to go. I need to get some, like, ball up some tape or something and stick it behind it. Some truly expert crafted fix to my live streaming camera. All right, thanks for the carries, guys, in the GBRs. Let's get through the events. Check this out, y'all. Yuck. Well, we're done here, so that's hilarious. We'll save the energy for when we need it, but let's go ahead and grab all the rest of this stuff. Get out of here. We cleared this out in one day, just straight up. Scarlet Witch ate us, man. She was mean. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to forgive her. That woman was nasty to us. We better... We'll do a double brush. We'll brush off the L twice, because that was savage, man. Savage. Ate my brains and my gold. That was wild, man. I don't know if everybody was here, but woohoo! That was a spendy tier 4 for us. Took everything we had. There we go. And we'll leave those boost points and energy for later on when I jump into dispatch or whatever. Let's grab these tokens. We might get a team up collection bump here. Nice symbiote tokens. That oughta, yeah, I was gonna say that oughta give us a chance here at an upgrade. Hut, hut, hut. Let's go. Oh, stinker. That's all right. We'll get it on the next one. All right, man. Good, good. Let's move on here. That takes care of the bonus mission. Event quest, we're going to go ahead and craft right out the gate, so I do not forget. Let's do... Might as well do a universal bio, man. See if we can hit one of those ultimates. All right, good deal. Like to see it. Sure you don't miss any of those, man. There is a little leeway, like I said yesterday, and I hate to, like, I don't want to be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure you could miss like one or two of these and still get your P card. I think you get 360 total, and the P card is 320, so you should have 40 extra tokens, but I still advise that you miss none. Miss none. All right, let's knock these out real quick. Take it away, Tony. Take it away, brother. Now's your time to shine. Hey, grats on tier 4 Mephisto, bro. Yes, sir. We're going to try. It's going to be some time before we get there. So the alliance is full right now, KR1B, but I usually just shout out when there's spots, either on the stream or in the Discord or whatever. I let people know. And it's kind of first come, first serve right now. And everyone's active, so we got a full roster, but I'll let you know. And you can also post that you're looking for an alliance in the Discord. There's an alliance section, and we have a second alliance that Wayne takes care of. And you can... I'm getting distracted, my brain's cooking over here. You can let him know you're looking as well, and potentially get into Grey Ops, which is our second alliance, if you're interested. But they might be full right now, too. I'm not sure. I literally, like, can't remember my rotation for Iron Man. It's been so long. And it also so doesn't matter with this event. Tony, get in your hole. The Tony hole. And didn't I decide I liked 3, 4, 5? I don't know. I think so. Not sure. Is that what I said? Did 3 for the buffs, then the 4, then the 5. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't play Mr. Stank very often. From what? From the alliance? Dude, well, no one's getting kicked out of my alliance for not participating, and you just need to log in. You need to play the game. You need to... And we'd prefer people open rifts and, like, participate and stuff, but you don't have to. No one's going to kick you out for not playing the game. Unless you don't log in. Because then I can see it. I'm going to give you the boot. Number 2. Give someone else a chance here, man. Let's give someone else a shot at glory. Who's it going to be? Captain Marvel doesn't deserve it. Ouch. Wolverine, that's who it is. Get in there, brother. Let him know. Snicket, kersnicket, go the claws. Grab you some supports just like that. Freaking lead's not gonna help you. Doesn't matter at all. Go, go, go. Deadpool, nah, dude. Deadpool's tier 2. No uni. I don't even know if Actually, I'm curious, Sanjeev, if Deadpool could get this done. What up, Blaze? What up, Pipes? What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming and hanging out, y'all. Man, I haven't pushed a button or, like, done Wolverine's rotation in so long. That boy's always working for me in PvP now. So I never got to push them buttons. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. Can I'd restart it. I'm scared, though, to restart it. I don't want to waste the energy. But I am curious. Tomorrow. Don't let me forget, guys. Don't let me forget. Deadpool tomorrow. Don't rock and roll for like 30 seconds, you know? We'll give it a shot. We might have to give him a build, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. See. Nice. We need all this stuff anyways. Like, I've never been so excited for this event, just like if I'm being real. All the extra CCF, BAM, gold is all super nice for us right now. We're out of all that stuff, so. Good deal. Very boring, but it is what we need. So, good, good. And then that's like it, man. This is what I meant about the events. They really could have gave us something else for the week. Try not to harp on it, but would have been nice to have a little something else. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got some chit-chatting to do. Chit-chat, chit-chat. Double talk, double talk. Get in here. and let's talk about this liberation, right? So I had an awesome conversation with Sharon/Billy yesterday about the liberation thing. And I'll just try and really concisely and really quickly break down my understanding of why I would want to do what I want to do. And if anybody that's been playing the game for 10 years has some specific reason why not, let me know. But this sounds like the way to go with this first Mighty Liberation, right? To me, I want to buff my PvP teams. It's important to me. It's where I farm crystals. Plus, I have fun. There's something flexy and feel good about being able to compete in PvP as a free-to-play player. It feels really good, right? So it's what I want to do. Besides that, it's also not a bad idea. So the options, right? We were looking at like Colossus, Wasp, Agent Venom, and looking at some of these other characters that I use a lot, right? But Sharon reminded me to take another look at Ebony Maw, and we're going to do that. We're going to go take another look at Ebony Maw. First of all, I'll cover the downside of using Ebony Maw. The downside of using Ebony Maw is that I have to buy a uniform. That's it. That is why this is, that's sort of the downside for this choice, right? I think this guy gets slept on by a lot of people because I don't think people make a lot of noise about this uniform, but it is incredibly good, you guys. It really is very good. Basic damage dealt to universal types by 40%. Basic damage received from universal type. I don't have to build him, so I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. He just has to have the uniform. He can be 1 star. He's like Agent Venom. This buff is extremely strong, right? The odds that we're going to see a non-universal character come into timeline battle and bump Sentry and Null out of the way, like as a blast type, is next to 0. It could happen. It could happen, but I wouldn't bank on it, right? Because almost all the main PvP characters in this game are universal. It just has to do with type affinity. There's a lot of reasons for that. Not to mention just lore-wise, the universal characters are supposed to be the strongest. Yeah, a couple people pointed this out, Charles, and I think it's a really good idea, right? So first thing we need to know is this is a good option, right? This uniform gives us a support that allows us to deal damage to and take reduced damage from Sentry, Null, all of these universal PvP characters, right? So it's a really big deal. The other thing to note is that it is the uniform effect, so I don't have to like level him up or anything. So I could actually do this with a level 1 Ebony Maw, I'm pretty sure. I don't need to actually level him. The other thing we got to talk about, right, is the CTP itself. So if we take a look at 2 things, not just the liberation, we take a look at the liberation. It's a lot of words, brace yourselves, here it comes. If we take a look at the liberation, the main things we're after here are the increased damage to all instincts. So you're going to get a little damage bump to all allies from this thing. We don't care much about this because it's going on as support. And then, of course, this. You've got a PvE effect and a PvP effect. The PvP effect applies to all allies, HP increased by 15%, decreases chain hit damage by 10% when attacked. Very nice. It's a very nice buff. And then for PvE, you would want all allies increase damage by 20% to the target with higher max HP than you, which is going to be always to bosses. So it's just 20% increased damage. The other thing we need to look at is this bad boy, right? And this was sort of the key piece of information that I needed to keep in mind when I'm making this decision, right? Is how a Mighty Insight works and why Mighty Insights are so important. So here we're going to get 20% increased damage to all allies from the procs. Same thing. We're not worried about these. And then on top, we got for PvE, all allies increase basic damage dealt to boss types by 15%. For PvP, decrease additional pierce damage received by 20%. It is my understanding that this is a more powerful effect for PvP than the 15% HP and the 10% reduced chain hit damage. Decreased additional pierce damage by 20% is a massive number, and it is my understanding that this is the better buff, right? So here's the whole thing. I'll try to make this concise. We're doing good so far. If I put this Mighty Liberation on Colossus, right, it locks Colossus into having the decreased chain hit damage effect, right? Liberation is better for what, Bob? Because you're my ABXL guy. What do you mean? Hang on now. Because I'm not talking about PvP. I'm not talking about PvE at all. I'm not talking about the PvE effects. I'm just talking about the PvP effects. And if you guys are going to, you just wait. You guys talking about liberation is better. I don't care. It actually doesn't matter what you're saying about which is better. It's my understanding that the reduced pierce damage is actually the better effect. but could be wrong. But even if that's the case, we go take a look, and I'm only going to go so far into this. I looked at maybe 10, 20 different players yesterday, and you go through and you look at their rosters, high vibranium, challenger. I try to stay away from like, we're talking PvP, not PvE. You think 10% chance? Okay, that's fine. But I'll show you, like I'm saying, Goat, it doesn't really matter, because what I'm about to show you is that everybody, I have to go find the characters, obviously. Ta-da! And where's our boy? Where's our boy? Ta-da! So I don't know if you're right or wrong. I think you're wrong, Goat, but whatever. Everybody else seems to disagree with you. It could be common, like everybody's just following lemmings, and like this actually isn't better. But my understanding is that you want this insight on Colossus because he's going to cover more ground. Colossus is considered one of the best PvP supports, and if I put the Liberation on Colossus, I'm going to end up moving it. I'm going to end up having to clear it away to somebody else to make room for the insight on Colossus. You can keep going down the list. You can look at as many people as you want. It doesn't matter. From as many different alliances as you want. They almost all have a Liberation. And this is why, by the way, they do for the double support setup. They almost all have. I may find an example here because I'm not trying the same people, but ta-da! Mighty Liberation on Ebony Maw. And if we go down to Colossus, I would bet everything I own that this person's Colossus has a Mighty Insight on it. Ta-da! Oh, I'd be wrong. They'd have a Brilliant. And we can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. That makes no sense, Goat, but that's okay. Like literally what you're saying makes no sense, but it's fine. So anyways, regardless of whether you think the Liberation proc is better or not, don't care. Don't really need to get in the nitty gritty of that. I actually think it's a little harder to figure out than people would think, but every single body puts a Mighty Liberation on Ebony Maw and puts a Mighty Insight on Colossus. And all I'm pointing out is that I would be a fool to put the Mighty Liberation on Colossus now so that I can use it, only to have to move it around in the future to double support effectively. So it looks like the choice for me is going to be to forge the Mighty, hang on to the Liberation, and on Black Friday, we will pick up Ebony Maw's uniform, and we will have our first Mighty Liberation going to Ebony Maw, and we'll have our first Mighty Insight going to Colossus. After those two are equipped, I'm going to look at a set for PvE. So it'll be, you know, I don't know at that point, we'll figure it out. I'll have a plan before we get there, but I want to do an Insight and a Liberation for PvP, and then work on a set for PvE. But after the conversation and some research, this is what I've found to be the best decision and what I'm probably going to end up doing. You get a little peek here at our Black Friday uniform list, which is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. We may actually unfavorite him. That doesn't mean we're not going to buy him. It's just these four. And in fact, we were talking yesterday, it's really just these three that I'm 100% sold on getting for Black Friday. So I'd probably pick up Nick Fury as well. But anyways, everyone is wrong. Yeah. What? Anyways, yeah, you guys are crazy. Man, even if you guys really are crazy. It's so weird. You just latch onto this one thing to argue about, and then like even if that's the case, all of what I said still just stands. And no, I do not want to put it on Agent Venom, because there is a high chance that Netmarble sort of forgets about the symbiotes a little bit. We just got so much symbiote love. It's either symbiotes are going to be a mainstay and Agent Venom will matter a lot, or they're going to start to fall off, get forgotten about, and Agent Venom is all of a sudden not going to feel so awesome. If 3 of the symbiote metas either get new uniforms that are not symbiote or pushed out, Agent Venom's power is going to go boop. Universal types are not going to get pushed out of PvP, right? So just something to consider. I did consider it Agent Venom a lot. I'm not going to put it on Hela. No, thank you though. That would be silly, Goat. And why would I put it on Hela? This is the last thing, because I'll move on from this. We could talk about this forever. But no. Hela double support will not always be meta for timeline battle, bro. That's very dependent on whether or not your opponent is a hero or a villain. With Ebony Maw, that is not the case. Ebony Maw, it depends on whether or not they're universal or not. With Hela, it has to be a villain. But it's the uniform effect, right? Or whatever. Anyway, so damage to heroes and damage received from heroes, right? So she would not be as good of an option, in my opinion, just for that exact same reason. You can't predict whether the next meta is going to be a hero or a villain. And if it's not a hero, my liberation is wasted in timeline battle, right? Potentially. But with Ebony Maw, which, by the way, is arguably as good of an effect, if not better than Hela, I would actually argue it's better than Hela, but take me outside and shoot me. I don't know, whatever. Because Hela is so stuck being used against heroes, whereas Ebony Maw is not. You can use them against more characters. But anyways, I wouldn't want to lock that in. I'll get more value out of Ebony Maw for double support. Both are good choices. There's a lot of good choices. But the main things I'm pointing out is double check before you equip CTPs. Don't be in a hurry to just equip it. If I was in a hurry, I might have equipped that first liberation on Colossus. I might have equipped the mighty liberation on Colossus. And then Black Friday would have probably come around. I would have been looking at uniforms. I would have realized that Ebony Maw is where it should have been. And I would have been stuck spending 400 crystals to remove it on discount to move it onto another character, which is devastating as a free-to-play. And Charles, that's a good thing about just PvP in the game right now, in my opinion. There's less of a risk of a decision you make being that bad, right? Because without Team Battle Arena, let's say we chose Hela, and then there's a shift in timeline battle, and all of a sudden, is she just like, all that value is just gone. If it's all villains in timeline battle, she's got nothing. She's got no place there. And so yeah. So, Shivansh, what up, dude? How you doing? Volume Dealer, what up? How you doing, bro? Charles, what up, bro? Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. I think I got you, Blaze. What up, bro? I will be saving it, by the way, for Black Friday. There's no reason to equip this CTP before then. It would not make sense to equip it to someone just to use it now and remove it. 400 crystals is half a uniform, y'all. So, what we're going to do is craft the Mighty, enjoy that. We'll probably mash it together tomorrow, just for fun, since we're doing all this chit-chat today. And then I'll save it for Black Friday. We'll pick up Ebony Maw, and then we will be able to double support any character against universal characters with double support. It's probably going to be Sentry against whoever, and have the Mighty Liberation. And then as soon as we get a Mighty Insight, barring any crazy changes to the PvP meta, we can put a Mighty Insight on. Sure, Goat, people disagree with you. I hear you. I'll say again what I said to you, which is I have no way to test that, man. I can take your word for it. I can take other people's word for it. They're both good. And I can tell you what you definitely do want is both effects. So regardless of which one inches out ahead as being a better effect, whether it's the... I will say, Goat, I thought, my initial thought is that the reduced chain hit damage would be stronger. But people think reduced pierce damage is very, very, very strong. It could have to do with different levels of PvP potentially. Like as you get higher into higher levels of PvP, more pierce damage is coming at you, which is going to raise the value of reduced pierce damage. I don't know, man. Initially, I was with you. That's what I thought. But I had not just Sharon, but a couple people tell me that they thought the insight buff was better. I don't know, man. You're people. You're sitting there being a people right now with an opinion, saying it loudly. You are people. It's you, buddy. It's you. We're all the people. So yeah, that's my plan. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look to double support my timeline battle team of Sentry with Ebony Maw and Colossus, Mighty Liberation on Ebony Maw, Mighty Insight on Colossus, and Profit. That's the plan, man. How am I farming too much crystals? I would never. This is the exact right amount of crystals. Saving, man. Just being stingy. Doing everything I can to get crystals. I've actually overspent. Like, if we want to go back and be, like, particular, Venom wasn't necessary. Didn't have to buy it. These days, I wouldn't have needed Model Nil, but I think I probably needed it then. Things were a little different. You didn't get back to basics, so you wouldn't be able to have cleared it. Could have skipped Captain Marvel, probably, saved some more crystals. Although she is still covering one day for us because we're not picking up Scarlet Witch's hero uniform. Yada, yada. You know how it goes. Who else? Where else could we have saved some crystals, man? Hela's been nice for us. Goblin. Red Goblin. We didn't need, really. we could have passed on this. Any value we've gotten out of Red Goblin, it's been fun. I don't regret it, but I don't think he like really feel. Who's talking about regrets, bro? You're the one filled with regrets. You're just like a big goated bag of regrets. Could have gotten away with saving the crystals here. I don't think we had to buy this one. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He just doesn't. In fact, I'm going to talk about him later on our second sort of discussion for the day. But yeah, there's a couple uniforms I probably could have passed on. Loki, no. I was like thinking back the other day, man, I got so much juice out of this guy early on this account. But man, he fell off. And without a build to do Alliance Battle, dude, he's just a wart on my bum. Doesn't do anything for me at this point, except sit there and look pretty, be a number. What you got, Shivansh? Put it on Singularity. I'm actually waiting for my first Brilliant Rage for Singularity. So, hold your horses. What else? Any other crystals we could have saved? We've done pretty well as far as choices go. Probably could have skipped Sith, but we would have been short on support. There's no regrets. I'm not talking about regrets. Somebody asked about crystals and how we have so many. And the biggest part of my answer is being stingy about what we buy. So I'm just looking at the uniforms we've bought and been like, oh, could we have even saved more crystals if we were more stingy? But we've done pretty good, man. Bro, Venom would kick your ass, Goat. I'll tell you that right now. Just the 5 skill, you'd be done. You'd be on the floor. Again, you want to talk about regrets? Me and Sharon were talking about this yesterday. I try not to like regret things. No reason to. But yeah, that could be on our Scarlet Witch right now. That'd be nice. I'm probably not going to pay to unequip it either, unless we really get backed into a corner. I'm just going to leave it on Venom. He'll get another upgrade sooner or later. He does great work for us now. Venom has been one of our... In fact, we use Venom a lot. A lot. But that doesn't justify having, like, it doesn't mean we needed a rage on him and all that. Anyways, man, there you go. I just wanted to talk about the Mighty Liberation Sum. We'll forge it up tomorrow. I'm going to save it for Black Friday to equip it because no reason to equip it to Ebony Maw when my Ebony Maw does nothing, which he does until he gets the uniform. So there you go, man. Yeah, exactly. No, I know, Sanjeev. I know we would rather have it on our Scarlet Witch, but the fact is we don't. And your CTPs aren't always going to land on the perfect characters. Just to be clear, that would have meant we got a CTP of Rage in... Holy, how long has our Venom had that CTP of Rage, dudes? So long. 6 months ago? Dude, like the anniversary? I don't know when we got this. We've had it forever. We would have had to have just had the foresight to keep this forever, and there's no way it would have made it all the way to Scarlet Witch, I don't think. Maybe. We haven't really gotten any Rage enjoyers since then. But you see what I'm saying? That would have been a whole long time. No, I believe it's gone, Ghost Freak. I believe it's gone. I'm not going for a Brilliant, though. No. Certainly not on our Liberation. We'll try for like a Conquest or a Greed or something for our first Brilliant. Something like that. We'll try and actually get a CTP for a damage dealer for a timeline battle. Would be the issue. But yeah, anyways, the foresight we would have had to have for that would have been insane. You know what I'm saying? So no time for regrets, man, but it doesn't hurt to like think about where maybe you could have done things a little better or whatever. I don't call that a regret. That's just making better decisions in the future. All right, my friends, let's move on. What do we got? Let's do some World Boss. Who do we got today? Nice. We got World Boss Legend Plus for our boss of the day for our first time doing 4 clears. Now, interesting to note, if we do 4 if we do the 4 World Boss Legend Plus clears, what up KT3? What's going on, brother? Thanks for being here. If we do the 4 clears, that means we have to clear Kang with Gamora, which we did yesterday. Like, we can do it. It's just pretty tight. And I think we're fine. Oh, yeah, because she can go in the Strikers. She's Angela in the Strikers. And maybe we can save her some better Strikers. Can we just, like, do that? And try and maybe, like, actually use some decent Strikers here. And we don't get a lot of juice. There's not a lot of goods here. This is all, like, when attacked nonsense. We do get attacked occasionally, but it's just not very good. We have to take her. These won't help. Yeah, and we can't use any tier 4s, obviously. Yeah, there's not much to take. It's going to help us out, man. I don't have to sacrifice one for the other, fortunately. What's up, Wayne? How you doing, brother? I mean, we could take less damage and hope that she does a tiny bit of damage, and then or maybe it's better to just do that and just hope we get hit. That might be the case. Just hoping that Kang punches us in the face once or twice. Let's give this a shot. I'd like to clear this out first. I'm just going to double check, man. Make sure. Yep. We're not using anything we need for our World Boss Legend Plus clears. Yep. Good. Hey, I only see people when I see them, so I try to give everybody a what's up. Can you even imagine, Wayne, trying to say hi to everybody in chat? Mr. Monch, what up, homie? How you doing, bro? Thanks for being here. It's a thing. It's a thing. That's for sure. What up, Nightbot? How you doing, homie? All right, let's go. Let's get this big one for the first strip here. Ba-boom. Like, I probably should have just, like, stood in that telegraph and got hit on purpose. Trigger all that damage. Yeah, like, hit me, bro. You didn't hit me, bro. And I screwed up my rotation, bro. You didn't hit me, bro. Oh, trying to do Kang challenges, and then we got 4 World Boss Legend Plus clears today for the first time, I believe. I heard rumors that we have 12 tier 4 characters now. I don't know what that means. My Nightbot? It's in chat. Yeah, dude, it is the balls, Moon, for sure. Couldn't even hit me. If she'd quit dodging everything, goodness. Slippery Gamora. Just stand in all these telegraphs, man. Okay, maybe not that many telegraphs, but that was good. We probably got the buffs. Nope, and we're dead. Didn't move in time. Gotta keep it tight, but cannot die. I gotta remember, she gets freed up to move really fast. Quite nice. She doesn't get, like, locked into, You guys know you don't only have to build the meta characters. Just making sure you guys know that. I mean, you mostly want to, right? But at some point, if you just liked a character, you could build it. Granted, when I think about it, I'm not like the biggest Venom fan, but... Where's our guys? No, not yet. They're coming. Right there they are. There we go. Go. Charge up our beatdown proc here. Cha. Too far away. My bad. Sorry, Kang. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. Wow, this is going slizzle. That's slow. My God, like way too slow. Let's see how we do here. Give me tight. Might get it. Not a fan of the red room. Oh. That's okay. Dude, don't jump over to the other side. Kill, man. Woo! There we go. Nice. This is gonna be real tight if we can get this. We're behind on time. Patience tight here. Oof. Come on. There we go. That should have lined up, but it didn't. Nice block from the co-op there. What the heck? I was like, where did he go? Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's gonna be really close. Woo! Man, her movement is just absolutely killer. For Kang, at least. The way she, like, jumps at the end of that 5 skill, this is gonna be right in line with, like, our last clear, I think. Get the beatdown proc. Get the big attack here. Nice, nice, nice. What we want. Whew! Make my eyes bleed. Get in there, bro. Nice, man. Let's go. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's keep moving. Blast book action. Nice. I'm glad that didn't take too long. No, I haven't used it. Not that I'm aware of. KT3, maybe. I don't know. Possible that it's running. I don't think I'm running any bots or anything through like Streamlabs for YouTube. Should look into that. YouTube's very, very friendly for streaming right now. Like, it makes it extremely easy. The one thing it is missing is like the animated emotes and stuff like that from Twitch. If it had all that stuff and more integration of like mini games and stuff, Twitch would die. I don't know why they haven't. I don't know if there's patents on that or why they're not doing that kind of stuff, but it's so much easier to stream on YouTube than other platforms, in my opinion. That makes it real easy. All right, let's do some World Boss Legend Plus. Dang, just look at it. Read 'em and weep. Wow, 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 wow. Let's go. Get in there, Scarlet Witch. Why not? Take some doo-doo with ya. Stage 1. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to have a support tier 4 at some point, eh? Seems like it's not a terrible idea. I'm gonna have to take all garbage. Here, take a backup just in case things get dicey. Just in case things get dicey. Damn, nice, llamas. Yeah, I cannot wait, man. Oh, Storm support? Yeah, but Storm's one of our, like, best clears. I don't want to, like, double her up with Scarlet Witch, and then we won't have her for a clear. I'll tell you, Goat, the reason my initial thought was that the chain hit damage reduction would be stronger was just based on how strong Agent Venom is. That's literally my whole thought process. I was like, Agent Venom literally changed the game with like chain hit damage reduction. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But what I did find out is that the, Ebony Maw, Liberation, Colossus Insight is like the setup. Everyone uses it for double support. And sometimes what everybody does is your best bet. You know what I mean? So I think that's how we're going to do it. We'll save those. These need to get redone. I need to like reset these up. for sure. We got one set up for flame, one for lightning, and then this is set up for, I don't know, crap. But it's not going to work right now, so let's just do basic increased damage. I'm probably robbing my other supports here, but that's okay. Take some ignore dodge. Sure, take Captain Marvel, and then that's too much juice as it is. So I take him instead. And then take Groot, because he's cute. Dude, yeah, I cannot wait to get that uniform, guys. I'm excited. And I can wait to build Tier 4 Mephisto. That's going to be a pain in the D. But it'll be fun, man. I can't wait. Do we even have any mind? I was just thinking that, Sanji. It's one of those things where I'm like putting too much thought into something that we probably don't need to put that much thought into. But we probably do have a couple mind damage strikers. We might not have them, though. You guys would be surprised. You know, our account is still in a state of building. Yeah, we don't have Enchantress. We don't have... So it's possible that we don't have most of them. Hey, nice, man. 6-star artifacts, a W. What up, Dark Gaming? How you doing, bro? Comics Talia, what's happening, brother? Let's see, what are we? 2, 3, 4, 1, 5 kind of thing? Something like that. And then weave in a 1. Oops, that was too soon. Oh. Doesn't really matter, man. I don't know if the rotation's like any different for better make sure I get some of this ether, huh? Oh, don't punch me. Oh, you absolute butthole. There we go. I see the Aether, but I don't see the Aether. It's right here next to him again, you absolute turd. Why are you oughta, you wise guy? Oh! No, Loki. Oh. Loki. Wah, wah. Yeah. It's like nobody ordered Loki. Ugh. Gross, man. Where is this one? Right there. Right there. Hey-ya. Let's go. Hey-ya. Oops. Oopsies. That one just came at the wrong time. Oh, it doesn't matter. Wow. Golly. She's pretty strong, man. That's an obelisk, bro. That's an obby. Oh, hey, that reminds me, guys. I should have thought of that before we did her clear, but it doesn't really matter. You go, Captain America. You go. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. On Black Friday, we're going for, as of right now, I think Silver Surfer and Mephisto, if we can. I mean, Mephisto is probably going to take some... I don't know, you know, it'll be interesting because we should be set to tier 4 or tier 2 before Black Friday, right? We should have enough materials. And then all the tier 4 materials we collect during Black Friday are going to go to Mephisto. So we might do Mephisto close to like the end of the Black Friday sales. It's going to be pretty wild, man. Let's see. Let's go in here. Custom gear. Boom, boom, boom. What did we get? Where is that stinker? Did I destroy it? No, that ain't it. Uh-oh. There it is. That's going to be an upgrade. That right there is actually a sizable upgrade for our Scarlet Witch. I wanted to just wait and equip it on stream. I don't know why, but there you go. Jumping from, I mean, we do lose little less than 1% mind damage, so that is a thing, but we're going to gain the 1 per 1 crit rate instead of 0.8 per 1, which is a pretty sizable jump in our damage. So there we go. 0.8 per 1 to 1.1 or 1% per 1, excuse me. And we're just going to override that. Boom. So there we go. So now we get a nice 1/1 crit there instead of the 0.08, which is sweet. Until we get a rage, man. Until we get a rage or figure one out. No? All right, let's keep rolling. Next. This is great, man. The 4 World Boss Legend clears, bro, because now we can get all that black antimatter. That problem is probably going to start to, like, disappear here now that we're doing this 4 times a day. Yeah, 0.29% less. Thanks, Sanjeev. My math guys. Thanks, dudes. You know I'm not a mathematician. Sure. This looks fine. Let's go with that. Oh. And then, yeah, we can use our lightning strikers for Storm. Although, let's use those for Thor. Storm probably, like, doesn't need strikers. Let's go. Bam, bam, bam. Does he now? I love stuff like that, Blaze. Like, I loved that rescue video, man, because all those little texts, a lot of them can come in handy for free-to-play players and stuff, knowing about some mind damage lead or something. Or just for fun, just to know. Hiya. And ahoya. Strikers, he says. Go, 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 go. Oh, the one held too long. So rude, so rude. Ah. Should have hit that tier 4 first, then done the rotation. Bump. This guy getting cooked though, man. Storm's crazy, dude. Storm is correct. I saw that coming. I was like, I am standing in a giant meteorite or whatever, and he got 3 Aether, didn't he? Oh no, it didn't. Timer went off first. Oh, come on, where was the counterattack, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, she can't target anybody, duh. Weak. Weak. Dude, I can't even, like, play the game right now. Goodness gracious. Good? Bro. I think she already triggered her immortality, so if we die, we die. There we go. Nice, nice. Keep rolling. Did we get a, oh no, because we got a book. We got a blast book. That's right, it reset. It reset. All right. Get out of there. Get in there. Much as I don't really like Ghost Rider for this fight very much, because he's so slow and you have to, like, run around and pick up Aether, we should be able to do a pretty significant amount of damage with our Ghost Rider here. And if all else fails, Dr. Stronggay can come in and help out. Bro, just move, Ghost Rider. Jeez, bro. Stand there screaming and carrying on for like a half an hour. Move your ass. Oh, who said Ghost Rider was slow, man? I said 1, 2, 3. There you go, there you go, there you go. That'll work. That'll work. You still in here, Pipes? Not sure if Grind Pipes is still here. I watched that movie trailer you posted, man. That's gonna be hit or miss. I don't know which it's gonna be. Looks interesting-ish, though. I'm always looking for good spooky movies, though, man. Oh, wait, oh, yo! Let's go! Natasha with the quick swoop and grab. Sounds like something Black Widow would do, the quick swoop and grab, you know what I'm saying? Where's our Aether? Go, 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 Strider, go! Yeah! So slow! Nice. There we go, man. Hey! Good job, Ghost Rider. Never a doubt in my mind, bro. Dude's been yogging lately, clearly. Right. Man, the other thing I want to talk about today, you guys might be able to help me a bunch with. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. I'm curious what you guys will, you know, what kind of input you guys will have with this one. Excuse me. It should just be 14. I'm set up right. Oh, shoot. It sure don't really matter. That's fine. Let's go. Some Ghost Rider action. For sure. Hey, don't we have some, like, physical damage strikers, sort of? Yeah, that's like what this is supposed to be. Is physical damage. We should just stack it like that, straight up. So it's just like straight fizz damage. Probably not, Sanji. I mean, like, close-ish, man. Our cards have been stalled for a while. So, really questionable without any supports trying to do the timed challenges. Might be a bit of a stretch. Hey. It's funny that I'd rather use Hulk than Thor, but dude was so bad for us in World Boss Legend for so long, and then he just, like, came around, man. So I like to use Hulk when I can, because it ain't gonna last. What up, Dracos? How you doing, Omi? It ain't gonna last, man. Hulk's gonna fall off. This damage won't, like, it won't look like this as we climb. Nice. Bam. Oh, no. It's a powerful attack. It's so powerful. Let's spread these out all over the place. Make this as hard as possible. There we go. So we have nowhere to hide. Beautiful. And then park his behind right there and pacha. What's the sound I said he makes? That's right. Wait for it. Where's that Aether? Aren't you about to make one, bro? Aren't you about to make one? Don't you want to make an Aether, though? Because if you just made an Aether, yeah, then I could grab it and we could just do this. What? 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 Oh, and he's gone. So, I don't know, Frosty. Soon. I think me and Chrissy are going to play some Power World together. Do you guys play Power World? Anybody like that game? Anybody play that game? My wife really likes it, and I like it as well. So we might go for a playthrough of Power World and stream it on Twitch together. She loves that game, man. She's played a ton of it, and I really like it. Unfortunately, like, the development, the patches weren't, like, quite what I was hoping for, but it's been a while since I played it, so I need to give it another shot and check to see if they actually, like, came through with some of the changes. Yep, we are talking about Power World. And here comes Chrissy. She's like, we talking Power World? What? I was sleeping, but I heard somebody say the P word. What's going on in here? Wife literally pops through the door. You guys talking about Power World? She's good at it too, man. She's good at like base building and stuff. She's played it a ton, so she's really good at like getting set up quick, man. Pokemon better boo this man. Boo this man. Just kidding. Oh shoot. Pokemon better. Get out of here with your Pokemon. Is that it? Are we done? Did we do it? Hey, man. There we go. 4 World Boss Legend Plus clears and the challenges for Kang. Let's go, man. Boo. All right, guys. Let's move on here. We do have a goal today for ABXL, and today, regardless of how bad my scores are, I am going to do my best to optimize my tier 4 skill better. I'll say I'm not going to do it perfect. I'm going to work on it because we're going to work towards better scores. It's going to take time. I told you I'm old. My brain's crusty. My synapses have hardened into old, gray, crusty synapses. But I want to work on it. So even if it costs us a bit in the score department, we are going to try our best to do a little better. All right, but before we do, let's talk about Alliance Conquest, y'all. So I went through and I was looking for characters, right, that we can use in Alliance Conquest without spending crystals or using CTPs. That's what I wanted to find, right? I want to find the best free-to-play characters that we can build right now to potentially get more attacks in Alliance Conquest and get more contribution. And also help win is obviously part of the idea here. And this is what I got. You may have been wondering what all these were doing up here before, but this is what I've got so far. This guy's sus. I don't know. Yeah, he's just like newer. He doesn't have any like iframe ignore, penetration, anything like that. He does have invincibility. He does do quite a bit of damage, but it's more of like Fantastic Force support with him. You get his artifact, you know, he gives the pseudo immortality or whatever. Yeah, we got Dakin up here. I was surprised. I didn't know that Dakin by default has iframe ignore. Where is it? It's not on the 4, it's on the 5, I believe. Or is it not iframe ignore? Am I tripping? Somewhere in here, he's got... There it is. I thought it was in here somewhere. He does have iframe ignore. So whether he's bad, good, who knows? He has penetration and iframe ignore. So we should be able to get him to do some kind of work for us in Alliance Conquest that's better than what we've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the idea here. Icon, very similar. Icon has a counter attack that ignores iframe. So if we give her a little build, man, and take her to Transcendent Potential, this could easily be, you know, an Alliance Conquest unit for us. Now, granted, we're not talking about characters that are going to go up against Sentry, Null, Wolverine, Adam Warlock. None of those guys are going to get taken out by these characters. However, if you've been watching the live streams, man, and you saw what happened with us in Okoye and Alliance Conquest, I think it was like last week or today, or not today, this week, Okoye beat the living crap out of us because she does this thing. And I think it's just the 4 and the 5, man. She just hangs out in these iframes. She just like never leaves them. She weaves them together. It must be like the 2, 4, 5 combo. It feels like she never, ever leaves iframes. And so unless the opponent has iframe ignore, she just kind of dances on your face until you're dead because you can't attack her. So she's another interesting option for Alliance Conquest. Doesn't need a uniform. That's what we're looking for. Anyone, and Mega Tier 2 tickets too. I don't want to, if we're talking about characters that need Mega Tier 2 tickets, it's sort of a different thing, and I sort of consider that a hefty cost. So we just need to use a 6-star Mega Rank Up ticket here, and he's going to be a nice little piece of support for PvP. Don't think he's going to do a lot of work for us in AC. He is trapped at Tier 2, but he offers some really nice buffs in his... I should be looking at it the right way. Trying to get in the habit of going in here to look at characters. It just makes it easier to look at their skills and their passives and everything. Mutant Allies, he gets the debuff removal on a passive, which is really, really nice. So you can use this as a free-to-play to use debuff removal without using the leadership slot if you want to. But other than that, he doesn't provide much. It's mostly just support from Exodus. Yeah, like Cassie's one of... So if we're talking Mega Tier 2 tickets, it's a whole different story. With Mega Tier 2 tickets, you got characters like Black Knight, you've got Cassie Lang, you've got Cassandra Nova, you've got... what's his name? Quendel Vaughn over here. He's decent. He's not very good, but I think he actually does, like, have some... like AC viability, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. He's missing iframe ignore though, isn't he? He's got penetration but no iframe ignore. Yeah. So that's going to be his big issue. Does have a leadership for annihilators though. I mean, you could put him with like Icon maybe. That would actually be interesting. But because he uses, well, you could actually use him at 6 stars. I'm not saying it's good, but like this would give Icon's Annihilator, right? Does she have the tag? Yeah. This would give Icon 40% increased HP and debuff removal, which is nice. So, and without a Mega Tier 2 ticket, so something to consider. We don't have the character though. Rescue, awesome support, obviously. Even, I wonder, you know, awesome support with the uniform, but if you look at her base, this is not as good. It's not even close to as good, but it is the same effect. So a 6-star base, no Mega Tier 2 ticket rescue might be worth throwing in a Team Battle Arena team if you're brand new to try and utilize this. I don't think she gets... yeah, this is just a self buff. It's really, this uniform is honestly awesome, man. That's crazy. I had no idea. It's not like one of the best things in the game, but I was well unaware of how good this is. It gives you the shield that that video was about, that Alex was showing off. And then also, I believe you get like, yeah, the uniform passive, man. All allies, 25% HP and 25% recovery rate, as well as this ridiculous shield that she provides. So pretty cool. But anyways, now I'm getting off topic because now we're talking about a Mega Tier 2 or a uniform. But yeah, that was pretty much what I got, what I had up front here. I did not until, well, I think I did, but that reminded me when I looked right there. I was like, oh shoot, yeah, Silver Surfer's in here. So yeah, so I think we want to prioritize, like, basically the question is, right, I was joking, I put, what do we do after tomorrow, right? Because now we need to save all of our tier 4 mats for like a month and a half until we're spending anymore. So in the meantime, what are we building? What are we doing, right? I think we'll finish up the Epic Quest for Havoc. He's not amazing, is my understanding. Never used him, but he does have iframe ignore, does have a little bit of penetration. I think that goes up when you increase his skill. But anyways, so another character that we don't need a uniform for that would be able to provide us value in Alliance Conquest. Because you guys have seen it, I keep running into this thing where we use all of our characters with iframe ignore and we're just dusted. We've got like nothing else. And then of course there's these three. I think Gore's probably best. I don't know between these two. What do you guys think? Who's the best? Is it Kang? Or is it, whatever her name is, Swanee Swan? How was it spelled in the Dr. Seuss book? Just like that, I think. There we go. You guys tell me which one you think's better out of the two, because I don't really know. So I'm curious what you guys think. But I do know Gore is quite good, and if he ever got a uniform, my goodness, in a tier 4, we talk about that a bunch. This guy would be a terror if he got a uniform in a tier 4. He's quite good. This guy was a beast, like, back in the day. Just like the way he is, just stock. As a native tier 3, he was crazy. Crazy strong, man. This guy was timeline battle meta. I recall, this is one of the few timeline battle metas I built back in the day. On an old free-to-play account. I actually built this guy when he was the sauce. Quite good. He's got that 2 with the short cooldown, with the iframe ignore and penetration. Really good. Really, really good. Swammy Swan, huh? You guys say the Swammy Swan. Interesting. Agreed, Wayne. Agreed. Deernet Marble. When? I'm ready for it, dude. Bring that on, man. I'm all about that, bro. That would be sweet, man. Give me a Gore the God Butcher uniform any day. Love to build that guy for PvP. Oh, my bad. My stupid dome. Here. It's just Kang, Swammy Swan, and Red Goblin under there, under my silly face. Boop. Did I get everything back in place right? There you go. Yeah. There you go. I could just do that, huh? Perfect. Anyhow, yeah, so I thought this was an interesting thing to talk about and look at. I wanted to see if you guys had any other ideas as far as characters with like iframe ignore or penetration, or that just like Okoye just work really well in AC. I think this is what I kind of want to focus on in the meantime, in between now and Black Friday. Building some of these characters up. If we're going to do a tier 3, let's do one of these guys, you know what I mean? I believe these are tier 3. This is Transcendent Potential. But anyways, which is great because they're all 3 speeds, so we could do like, you know, Okoye tier 3, Transcend Icon, work on Exodus, and build Dakin. Ta-da! I don't know. Also has a support artifact? Really? Who's that, Quendel? Is that who we're talking about? The Milkman himself? This is the other reason I'm trying to get in the habit of going here to like look at characters. You can see uniform effects, uniforms, their artifact. You can like see everything about the character from this screen. It's much easier than the actual like character selection screen. Ignores damage decrease. Woof. Woof. Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. You could make a funky little team with old QV and Icon, couldn't ya? Maybe like, dude, do the old do Icon, Ronin, and QV. I don't know, man. Maybe. What up, Ramon? How you doing, young man? Thanks for coming by the stream, dude. Good to see ya. What'd you get, Mr. Munch? What'd you got? Yeah, him, Surfer, and Ronin for like AC for sure, dude. The reason I said it the other way is I assumed you would want, I would probably want to, I would want to split Surfer into another team if I had him and I could. I would be able to target somebody with Silver Surfer and then also use like Icon and Quendelvon and Ronin maybe for another team, because that's really the trick for me. I don't need to stack one team stronger. I need to have more viable teams, right? Welcome back. Yeah, you missed some stuff, man. We've been streaming for an hour and a half. We talked about the Liberation CTP. We did 4 World Boss Legend Plus clears for the first time. Gamora got us Arcane challenges again. What else did we do? This and that. I don't know. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming by the stream. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I was thinking about, man. As long as, and I should make another video of like, that was a good video, the like top 5 regrets on the account. But this could have been Spider-Man. If I didn't have such a disdain for Spoodermoon for whatever reason, I would have been better off with Spider-Man than Black Widow. Just being honest, because it all defaulted into PvP value like over time. Like we used her in PvE some, and that was nice. But I could have sacrificed that PvE value and gotten Spider-Man, and I think he would have been a little bit stronger overall for the account. Plus, I could have gotten the... Again, though, foresight, I couldn't have, like, known, but if we could have gotten the, like, back to basics uniform for 50% or picked up the symbiote uniform for 50%, would have been nice to have him for PvP and AC as well. I don't know, though. I think he's similar, where, like, he works sometimes, doesn't work other times. But I think he works more than Black Widow. Yeah, because I was going to say, Ghost Freak, that's interesting. Like, it's sort of the same, where he's going to feel like he gets clapped a lot, if I'm not mistaken, which is the exact feeling you have with Black Widow. If she gets cooked. No. Wait, what? Where? What? Where? I don't see Kush. See what? I don't know. I don't think they're here. We haven't seen Kush in a while. It's been a couple weeks, I think. Sam Alexander or Richard Rider? Richard Rider, right? Oh no, you're talking about Sam. Aren't you? We'll take a peek and see. He's gonna be all the way down here. Yeah, Sam Alexander, because he's got Oh, he's really weak though, isn't he? Like, is he gonna even do any? Oh, I guess if you transcended him and he could, I don't know. Ah, there it is on the 2. Weird, bros. Look at that. Penetration, but only for barrier. Oh, well, nobody's glazing Spider-Man. Settle down. Goodness gracious. I'm just saying he probably, come like splitting hairs, would have been a better choice from the selector for the account. But not a big deal at all. One of those things that doesn't really even fall into the category of regret. That's crazy, man. You don't see that. Is that it goes up to everything at level 6? That is so weird, dude. Okay. Is it like that for other characters too and I just never noticed? I feel like it's not. I just feel like I've never seen that before. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. Spider-Man should take his W though, right? Because that's probably the only one he's going to get, if I'm being honest. All right, guys. Let's go do some ABXL, man. Let's get some scores down. See what we got today. Who do we got today? Speed Hero. Nice. Blast Hero Mutant. Good. This will be a good opportunity to work on. I have Storm like really ingrained into my mind a certain way. So it'll be interesting to try and do it differently. Whiplash's third skill. Crazy, man. Good coffee. A go, a scream, a go. So yeah, I'm gonna look into that a little more. Yeah, dude, it's really cool, and I want to start. I think that's a really good thing for us to focus on in the meantime, while we're building, using some of this black antimatter and tier 3 materials. Yes, sir. Absolutely, Sharon. We talked about it. Oh, well, that's good to hear, Goat. I honestly, man, if we really broke it down, they're probably similar. I still think going with what I said all along, not like I was right the whole time, but I think Black Widow's got a little more PvE value than Spider-Man, and Spider-Man might be a little bit better in PvP. But they're honestly close. Neither of them have Immortality or Revive. They both rely on Giga Dodge. They're super similar, so. Goat made sure that everybody knew that the pierce damage reduction is not as good as the chain hit damage reduction. He was very clear about that. That's what Goat said. But we did look at it. Everybody runs it the way you're talking about, regardless of which one you think is the best. It doesn't matter. Everybody runs Insight on Colossus, and everybody runs a Liberation on Ebony Maw. And all the reasons that we want the Liberation on Ebony Maw still stand, so. But interesting to, you know, I like splitting hairs. Figuring out which of those effects is better, I don't know. I've heard opinions both ways. And Black Widow kind of never is, eh? So that's an interesting point, but, you know. Black Widow does not get debuffed very often. I think they feel like it'd be bullying. It's Gamora, that's right, so. Gasnora. I think Silence is her weird one, isn't it? Is Silence the weird one where I have to, like, wait and I can't attack, and then after he goes center, you've got to attack. If you're attacking when they go center, it triggers, like, a passive. I think this is the one. I don't remember if it's Paralysis or Silence. It is Silence, right? That's triggered off her passive where I have to, like, wait to attack, I think. Ugh. Good thing we don't take ABX too seriously. Yeah, that's gonna be on the passive. Okay, we're gonna chill after this, let him go center. Let our passive reset. Maybe could have got in one more rotation, but I don't know. It's dicey. I don't really know exactly how this works, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, something like that. I probably could have got in one more, maybe? I don't know, man. One more rote. I want that beatdown proc. Ah! Keep it lined up on the Transcendent Potential skill. Get at least one more in here. We got some barking incoming. We got a Borker. We got a Borker. I think I cut that too close. We'll find out. We got a Borker. You're gonna go center? No, you're gonna wait till exactly 20 seconds and make me regret all my life choices? Okay, cool, perfect. Love that. That's my fave. That's my fave. Gene, hey, do you mind, bro? We're busy. We're like in the middle of something in here. Go bark somewhere else. Shouldn't be barking at everything anyways, but if you're gonna do it, don't do it in here. Nobody likes that, man. Not even a little bit. Just gotta get that 10 mil kill. That's all we need, man. I'm scared to try and do another rotation. Yeah, because the guy's not gonna be nice about it or anything. Oh, nice. That worked out. Now we just gotta get up over 10. Hut, hut, hut. Woo, 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 woo. There we go. Mission accomplished. I wonder if we'll ever tier 4 her. I doubt it. Can't really see that happening at this point. Anyhow, we got our Mythic Uru, which is what we always want. Move on to some storm action here. What is going on here? Don't be weird. All right. Let's grab that. Yeah, and are we still using Magic Lead? The, like, co-op skill? Yeah. I think so. Over Polaris. That's what Bob says. I don't know for us if that helps that much. To be honest, we might be better off with just a passive buff that we don't have to manipulate. But yeah, we'll go with this. We'll try and do it right. Let's see. Oh, and a tier 4 striker would be good. That'd be the other thing. Man, so much setup. This game mode's so greedy. Proper supports, proper strikers, proper cancel, blah, 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 blah. Needy. I'm also curious because I don't know the actual answer, like, I'm just assuming. With Storm's tier 4 buff, you just want to, like, maximize tier 4s, right? There's no reason you need to line it up with the tier 3. It's a 10-second buff, so it should be active, like, all the time, right? If you, like, maximize your tier 4 usage. You should not need to, like, delay it or do anything weird like that. We need Snare. Oh, we need Doctor Strange, I think. I don't think she's got the Snare, does she? No, she's got Paralysis. Oh, she does have Snare on the 2. Bro, you crazy, Storm. You crazy, dog. Crazy. Yeah, especially if we're using, like, Ghost Rider. Really? Are you talking about Gamora or are you talking about Storm? You're talking about Gamora, right? Yeah, you're talking about Gamora. Tripping me out. There we go. All right. We got Ghost Rider. Believe we should be good to go. And she's got the cancel. Yeah, the score might be bad, but I'm going to do my best to try and, like, well, not do that. That won't help anybody do anything. Sit down, BlueStacks. You're not involved in this. What up, Varun? How you doing, man? It's tough because when I use the damn team up skill on BlueStacks, there's about a 25% chance, especially for whatever reason with this setup, when like magic is involved, I think it is. There's like a 30% chance it's just gonna make my character run straight to the bottom of the screen and just like automatically run. It's so annoying. Super annoying. It was a little off, but that's all right. And I should have saved that one for the middle here, I think, right? Like here, do we still have the buff? It's probably still better to do more tier 4 skills than have the buff longer even. Doesn't matter. Like, you really want to just maximize tier 4 skills. That's the vibe I'm getting, at least. I ain't no pro, but that's sort of the news I'm hearing. Get extra tier 4 skills in there. They're good for your health. Where's that Odin's Might? There it is. Where did he go? What is happening? What was that? I like flew, I think, at a creep is what happened. Like way off on the wrong side of the screen. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And the buffs often are long enough. Like hers is 10 seconds. So most of the time, it's going to wrap all the way back around to your next tier 4 skill. It shouldn't take 10 seconds to do another tier 4 skill to refresh the buff. So it should always be there. I think. Again, I ain't no expert. I'm just trying to learn myself. That is what I'm trying to get better at. Now we're 50% charged on our tier 4 skill instead of no percent charged the stupid way I was doing it before. And then we get in an extra tier 4 skill, which I should save that one. I did it again. That one I think I should save because we're losing a lot of the damage I think I did that too soon. Yeah, we're screwed here. Do another one. 4, and that. Slam. 1, 2. He's gonna jump through here. We'll just go that. We'll grab our Odin's Might. 1, 3, 5, 4, 0, 6. That'll work. Slam. Dip. I think I cut that just a little too early, but that's okay. There's our Odin's Might. We're gonna wait just a tick to pick it up, and then grab it. 3, 0, 5, 4, 1, 6 before we dash because it was going to put us in the worst place. How we got a whole other tier 4, I don't know. It's the same thing. Get good. Get better. Oh my gosh, I even almost remembered to use the co-op skill, guys. What is this? Some kind of topsy-turvy world. That was the one where he went to the center. Whoopsies. Wasted a bunch of damage, but that was okay. And that was too soon. We're gonna have to do another one. Fine. Sloppy, but there we go. That works. Where is this fool? Dang, that is brutal. Oh, yeah. And I'm still too far away. That's crazy. Dude juked me so hard. Said, I'm out of here, bro. You on your own. I was like, if I could use the co-op skill, that felt really bad, oddly, but that's because I'm like missing stuff and like not getting around. But yeah, it's okay. I mean, that's part of ABXL, man. One and done is a thing for a reason. It doesn't always line up. And like I said, I just know that like working on a new thing is going to reduce my score. But for doing things completely different than I normally do them, that's actually not too bad. I'll come back and get 8 mil here probably. I feel like it shouldn't have been hard to get 8 mil, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. It's more important to like burn that into my brain and actually start doing it correctly and maximizing on tier 4 skill usage than it is to, you know what I mean, worry about a little bit of extra score right now. It's going to pay off in the long run. Anyways, Cable, get out of here. Why do you keep jumping in here? Like, nobody is using you, dude. No, thanks, but no, dude, that was actually ugly. Well, it depends on... That was decent for someone who's not very good. But that was ugly, man. Dude, I wonder, dude, I've got to wonder, like, what Bob would score on my account. Like, if he just took over and ran. You have to do it on BlueStacks, though, Bob. You got to do it with all my weird curses. But, dude, you could, Bob could score so much higher than I can. I don't know if Bob's still in here. I wonder what his guess would be for what he could score with this account. Dude, just like way more. I don't know, 9 mil? There's just so much min-maxing. There's so many... That's why people focus on this game mode. Thanks so much for the smoothie, honey. There's so much, like, yeah. There's so much min-maxing, man. There's so many things to learn, from positioning your character so that you're picking up light at the right times, picking up the Odin's Might at the right times, min-maxing your tier 4 skill usage, the co-op skill, all that stuff. There's just so much to learn, so... Which is really cool, man. It's a good thing. It's why this is, in my opinion, one of the best game modes in the game. Really? You think 12 mil? I'm tempted to, like, ask you to try and see what you can do, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. You think if I did this perfect, I could score 12 mil with what I have? Crazy. That's wild, man. I don't disbelieve you. It's just, it's a big gap, man. It's a big gap. Crazy. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't disbelieve him. It's a big gap, but it's true. I don't know about, I feel like 12's a lot, but hey, man, dude knows better than I do. And I know, one thing I do know, and you guys hear me harping on myself all the time, I'm not doing this, like, correctly, like the pros. I'm terrible if you compare me to someone like Bob or anyone like that. My scores are bad, my gameplay's bad, I got tons of stuff to work on, which is cool. That means we got stuff to work on, dudes. All right, man. It feels better to feel better. Can you tell that I'm enjoying not feeling as sick anymore? The last couple of live streams have been a lot more fun for me. I am not even gonna lie. Even with Scarlet Witch ripping our guts out, it was still way more fun not being sick as hell, so for sure. Anyhow, the least I can do is try to pass on to you guys some of the ways you can get better at ABXL than I am. That's the idea, right? So that's what we'll keep doing. Even though I may never be that good at it, I'll always try to tell you guys how you can get better. Really? Do we have him unlocked yet? I don't think so. I think we have some bios for Mr. Sinister, but we do not have him yet. We'll go ahead and go for Mr. Sinister. I don't want to spend any more gold. 9? 9? And 9 runs. Who's talking about 9 runs? Get out of here. Crazy. Yeah, dude, we do not have that, though. Keep in mind. I mean, I don't know how much of a difference it makes. It makes some difference, right? We really got, like, rinsed, dude. You know, I think with work, anyone could do it, Bob. I don't think anyone's built or not built for it. I think it's a matter of how much time you want to put into getting better at it. At least I know that's true for me. If I really wanted to get good at it, I could buckle down and try. But you can tell I don't. I got a lot of things I put a lot of time in, so I don't really have the time to sit around and try and grind ABXL to get that much better at it. Little bits at a time, man. Check back in with us in a year, Bob. Check back in with us in a year. I'll bet you I'm doing better with the tier 4 maximizing, doing better with the light, doing better with the positioning. Still not perfect, but better. Just takes time, man. I really don't practice a lot off stream. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't. I do some. It was fun hanging out with Goat the other day, dude, in Discord, working on it. Play PvP where you don't have to play. It's better for you. Sound like a dick without telling me you're a dick. This is what I was roasting you for last time, bro. He's like, look, man, look, it's okay. Not everybody has skills. Some people are just naturally bad, bro. You have to accept the fact that you suck ass. And I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just saying you're terrible. You should probably stick to training reels. What the fuck? Anyhow. Good times. Anyways, you guys are a hoot. You guys are a hoot. I love it. You guys are so funny. And then Goat always goes on about scores, and everybody claims these scores. I know. Varun's got it. Bing, 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 bing. Where's the, where are they? Cold as L, bro. That is cold as L, homie. Dude. Who, like, takes the time to be honest and call themselves out, and then someone comes behind them and is like, yeah, bro, you really suck. I'm glad you told us all, because you're fucking terrible, dude. Language. Sorry. I'm in a good mood. I gotta go soon. I gotta take the dogs out, eat some breakfast and stuff. And we're about done. I don't think we're gonna do any account reviews today. We're almost at 2 hours today. I've seen Bob lie. You guys aren't paying attention, man. You guys aren't paying attention. I don't know, does lying require intent? No, because saying something untrue isn't necessarily lying. You can just be ill-informed. It doesn't make you a liar. That just makes you wrong. Those are different things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're hurting in the card department, man. Hurting bad. Juice. I'm really hungry. It's been going faster without him. Oddly. Yeah. What do we want to fix in here, man? We could use a little less ID, a little more cooldown, maybe. Obviously, a lot more pierce damage. Dodge is super low. Max HP is low. Just everything needs work. These need to be balanced more into all attack. Although it's not terrible. Right now, this is okay-ish, I guess. It's low attack, obviously, but could be balanced a little better. Less energy. Although, most of the damage dealers and, yeah, because I'm only doing it because it's going faster for me. I've been getting slightly faster clear times with Thor in the lead. Nice, man, so that's what I've been running. That's what I've been running. Sweet, man. So yeah, there you go, guys. I think that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll mash that Mighty together just for fun. We'll just craft it up, give us something to do. In the meantime, we'll work on some of these builds. Let me check. Oh yeah, that's what it wants us to do, is his gears, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we have Valkyrie's artifact, Goat. No, I don't think so. Not yet. How many people we got here? There's still 50 of you here? Let's go pull some essence, man. Sure. I can sort of tell you what I do for Storm. But it's not perfect. It's not good. Open with the 2. So, like, when you're talking like ABXL, I watched long time ago, took one of Bob's videos, slowed it down to 0.75 speed, watched what's going on. Co-op skill, 2, delay, 3, delay, 4, 5, 4, then the 1 to dash through, then the 2, then the 1. It's like 1, 2, 1 or something like that, or 2, 1 again, and then 3, 5, 4. You basically are just like alternating 2 and 1, weaving in 2 and 1 in between 3, delay, cancel, 5, 4, and then the tier 3 when it's up. That's really, I think that's really all I'm doing. It's just mashing in those extra 2s and 1s. And one thing I realized is that I was like delaying when I didn't need to for some of those skills, when you really just want to like slam it in, especially like the 1. You don't need to let it do anything. Just weave it in there, it'll do its damage, or build your tier 4. But that's all I'm doing. And again, I'm no expert, but that's what I've been doing, so. Yeah, pretty much. And you're kind of just, Hey, nice, goat. Nice, dude. Keeping it real. Don't let the content creators win, man. Yeah, that's sort of my understanding, and then you're just kind of like weaving in the 1 and the 2 when you can. The thing with ABXL and the 1 and the 2 is the 1 is an incredible positioning tool, the way it like dashes you through the boss. So I just think that that is part. If you watch like the way, the thing I learned the best from Bob, it's easy to get the initial rotation down, right? So co-op skill, the 2, let the tornado spawn, 3, delay, I think it's slight delay or delay, I don't know which exactly. 5-4, then the 1, right? And then that'll put you through to the other side of the boss right as the first salvo of like meteors or whatever lands. So it dashes you out of them perfectly. And then you do the 2, and then you do the 1, and it dashes you through when he dashes at you. So it's like if you get the 1 in the right places, it positions you perfectly. But then like after a little bit, it starts to get weird and it starts throwing you sometimes to tough positions. So yeah, bro, and Blaze, don't beat yourself up, man. Don't let Bob come ride your butt and make you feel like you suck at everything. Don't do that. A, I hope he's just being funny. And B, you don't need to be perfect at anything in this game, dude. This game is a game where you just like log in, bro, and you're already killing it. I'm gonna pull some essence because I feel like it, and y'all are the troopers that are here at the end. And I just have been doing this when I freaking feel like it sometimes. And right now, I freaking feel like it because I want a Ghost Rider artifact. We have almost 5k essence. Let's go tear it up, man. Because I wants to. Let's go. You got anything nice for us today? Level 3 artifact. That's not really what we're looking for. A couple of them's nice. Just always looking for any old thing, man. That's nice. A lot of 3 stars. Man, I should take the auto dismantle off so we could I have to go. There it is. Okay. So I can find Sentry, an artifact. Come on. Any exclusive artifact would be nice. But hey, man, 4k essence ain't a lot in the grand scheme of things, eh? We should be able to find an artifact for Sentry, though. Hey, I think we already have this, but there's a 4-star Satana. I think we have 4-star. So I think that's going to be a reroll. Nice, though, man. Nice. That's a good little artifact. It's a support artifact. And we're going to get a couple more pulls here because we are going to go... And we're going to get in here. Crit damage, crit damage. There's concentration. There we go. Hey! There she blows, man. Go put that on our Sentry. Well, it is good luck, no doubt. It's nice to get, but unfortunately, I do think we have that one. I'll go check here in just a sec. It's easier to go through the artifact. Let's go ahead and find our Sentry and give him that reduced pierce damage. Can't believe I'm doing this, man. But hey. There it is. Is he order? Yeah, her artifact's good, man. Plus, she's got that like fire damage lead and buffs and all that jazz. Yeah, I think what we want. Just triple checking. Pierce damage by 7%. Perfect. Boom. Bam. Let's go. And then he is not order? Or it doesn't show when you have a 3-star? Justice. Justice for humans. Orders is like the aliens and everybody else. That's right. I always get them confused. I feel like order should be humans and justice should be everybody else, but I have no reason to feel that way. Besides, that's how my brain feels. But this is fine. We don't really need 40 more justice instinct. We need the reduced pierce damage. There you go. And we don't need, but there we have it. There we go. Now y'all can roast me for wasting 75 essence. And let's go and see if we can't grab something else here. Because we're going to get a few more essence back here. Yeah, a couple more pulls. Couple more pulls. Just 2 more? No, like 3 more. And let's turn this back on. Maybe get like 3 more pulls here. Boom. Damn, and 1 more. No dice. 1 more. No dice. There we go. All right. Do the singles just for fun. There we go. All right, man. Let's go check out that Satanic artifact. Like I said, I think we had a 4-star already. Not positive, but yeah. We already had the 4-star on her, which is crazy. So we will lock this up and use it as a reroll, most likely. It's just insane. Yeah, this is a good one if you don't know. This one's all allies. Buy that 100k chest. I buy them every day, bro. I just wait until my energy refill, which right now is lining up in the morning, which is so weird. But I usually just wait for the energy refill, and then I just buy everything out of the store every day. All the artifacts and stuff. Well, I don't buy them all. I don't buy these 2. It's too much gold. But I buy these 2. Because, just for you, GOAT. You promised. Now you can't have my 4-star Satana artifact, bro. Because you lied to me. All right, my friends. It's been a good day. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for roasting me. Thanks for getting roasted. Love you guys, man. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate all your support. Look forward to that member video, guys. I should have it up before the live stream tomorrow morning. It's a bit longer, too. So, I don't know. Enjoy it, or hopefully, I don't know. I think I actually talked in that one, too. So, a little bit of both. Look at Timeline Battle. I gotta get out of here, bro. Why is it you? No, it's the butthole. She's just like, he's like, go look at Timeline Battle. All right, my friends. If you enjoyed the stream, had a good time, learned anything possibly today, go ahead and hit that like button. You know, it helps out a lot. Really appreciate it. If you want to see more of the live stream series, we're doing it every day at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. Hit that subscribe button for alerts on those. Got the guide videos and the members videos coming your way. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm Old and Gray. Are you trying to come up here? Yeah? Okay. This is free to play, and I hope you all have a spectacular day. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. All of you. I appreciate you all. Have a good day, guys.